I also graduated from Clark Atlanta University. So, Black College, Clark Atlanta University. I graduated from Clark Atlanta with a degree in history education. I can teach high school history. I taught at Council Mod a public speech class. And some of you may have seen me, I taught at Montero also a couple years ago. I want to talk to you, young ladies and young men, about pain. I want to talk to you about pain. Pain is a powerful dynamic. It comes all full circle with education, with life. Pain. Pain is a powerful dynamic. How do you translate your pain into positivity? How do you translate your pain into success? Pain. We all have some type of pain or gone through some type of pain. Whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or what have you. How do you take that pain through your feeling of victimization and turn that into a victory? Meaning, many of you may have been fatherless or motherless, or you've been abused mentally, physically, and maybe even sexually. But whatever you've been through, the first dynamic of that pain, you must have to say that it's not your fault. Whatever pain has been inflicted on you, to begin to heal and become a successor of that pain, you have to tell yourself you did not inflict that pain upon yourself, that it's not your fault. I want you to really hear me and understand that. I have an understanding of pain. I was shot in 1993. Never sold drugs, never smoked, never drank, or did anything violent towards anybody. I grew up in East Oakland on 78th between Bancroft and MacArthur. In high school, I was most popular, best dressed, and best dancer. You could not beat me dancing on the dance floor. So it's very unique how I ended up in a wheelchair. A guy was trying to shoot my cousin. I got shot with a .44 caliber handgun to the chest, shoulder area, and it exploded in my chest, ruptured my spine. I began bleeding profusely. My cousin rushed me to Highland Hospital. And you know who shot me? It was a friend of mine. Wow. Everybody is not your friend. He disregarded my life. My heart stopped beating twice on the operating table. So if you've never seen a miracle, you're looking at one right now. Pain. I made it through the night. The doctor said I wouldn't. I was in intensive care for 2.5 weeks. I was paralyzed instantly. They said I'll never walk again. I was in the hospital for 90 days straight. Then I was bedridden for a whole year. My mom had to take care of me like I was a child. I couldn't even wipe my backside. She had to do it for me. Pain is a powerful dynamic. I was not only in pain physically, but I was in pain mentally, emotionally, and I was even dealing with spiritual dimensions. How do I get through this? How do I survive this trauma? Sometimes you got to dig down deep. You got to pray, whatever your spiritual dimension. You have to latch on to your family, to your real friends. You have to ask for help. A closed mouth does not get fed. Don't be too proud to ask your friend for a hand, to ask your parent or your family, I need help. And where you don't see help, help yourself. You have been given everything that you need is inside of you. Sometimes you feel like, well, how am I going to make it through this pain? How am I going to survive this tragedy? First of all, you must never give up. Never give up. And when you tap into the alcohol and the marijuana, thinking that's going to help you with your pain, it's just a temporary aid to numb you. A lot of people run from adversity. I say run to it. You're going to get wiser. You're going to get sharper. You're going to get stronger. You're going to need that strength in life. I've been in this wheelchair for 16 and a half years. Every day I've been in physical pain. I'm in excruciating pain right now. But you'll never know it. I got a smile, it's a $1 million smile. That it stops people in their tracks. I went back to school in this wheelchair. I'm conquering the pain. And I graduated in a wheelchair. Because I didn't give up. I never stopped hoping. I never stopped fighting. I kept praying. I kept asking my family for help and support. But I had to do the grunt work. No matter what you've been through, you can make it. Life is like a storm. You're either in a storm, coming out of one, or preparing to go into one. Life is hard for y'all. But enjoy the good times. Laugh. Have fun. Enjoy your youth. Enjoy college. It's a good time. Because you're going to have a family perhaps one day. You're going to have a business or a corporation you're going to work for. And it's going to be all business. But even then, find time to enjoy life. Go out. Enjoy your family. Show up for the functions. Show up for the weddings. Because there are going to be some funerals. But you can handle it. The power is within you. It's been given to every living thing. But you must survive. You must not give up. You must not give up on life. You must not turn to drugs. You must not give up on your education. Education enlightens you. Sometimes it can take you, you can read a book, it can take you to different places that you would never maybe travel to. By reading a book. By learning history. Everybody say, oh, go to school. Oh, go to school. And you're thinking, oh, I'm tired of people talking about school education. It's for you. You're going to be able to write that paper. You're going to be able to write a letter to your student's school. You have to know how to speak correctly. You have to know how to write. You have to know how to add and budget. You have to know how to do these things to survive in life. I believe in all of you. Believe in yourselves. Be able to harness that pain and turn it into positivity. No matter what they've done to you. No matter what mama said or your friend said or your granny said that you can or cannot do something, you pay everybody back with that pain by being successful. Success is not money. Success is not fame. Success is whatever you make it to be, sticking to something, achieving it. I already won. No matter what I've been through, being shot, I'm a winner. Because I didn't let this break me. I didn't let this stop me. I didn't let this pain take over my life. I still never drank. I still don't smoke. I don't even take pain medication. And I can. I suck it up. And it gives me the strength to come to speak to y'all. And I have a son that's 20 and a daughter that's 17. Do I look like it? No, because I take care of my body. I eat good. I exercise. Been a vegetarian for 14 and a half years. Disciplined. Whatever you do, you're going to need discipline. That means doing the same thing with consistency. I thank y'all for listening to me. I'm always here. I've been doing public speaking ever since I got shot. And I've done it free. It's not for profit. I work with Dwayne, Jamal. I mentor them. These are my guys. I'm talking about at a house, at Dwayne's house, breaking them off. They breaking me off. We're teaching each other. We're learning. And so when it's time for you to give back, give back. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget your hometown. Don't forget your school. Don't forget your teachers and your administrators. Come back and tell them your success stories. Come back like these brothers to your community. I'm a little older than them. They don't have to be here. But pay yourself back. Don't let your pain take over your life, no matter what you've been through. And we all have had some pain. Life is a struggle for everybody. But I'm here to tell you as a success story that you can make it. So keep dreaming beyond your circumstances. Keep dreaming beyond your circumstances. I love y'all. Be strong. Thank you. If you have any questions, I'm here. But otherwise, I'm always available. You can catch me through Dwayne, Mari, and I thank you, Mari, for inviting me. I appreciate you. I know her mother, her father, her family. You know, I've been knowing her whole family since I was behind. So we all family.
And I want to, even, kind of extend that even. I mean, we are here, students together collectively. We are also a extended family of your homes. So, pain. I think the brother, hit that, square on the head. I mean, that's an issue that we all deal with pain in different fashions. My pain comes from every day when I look at you all and you're not where you need to be. You think, oh, Miss Bly, you're doing too much. Because it's hurting me. I mean, I have a smile on my face, but really, it hurts me for you all to be out because I look at you, I'm a direct reflection of you in a lot of ways. And if you're not doing what's expected of you, then I'm really not being very effective. So, I have one more person for you to hear, and then we're going to wrap this up. Okay? Unless we have any questions here before we bring on the next person. Go ahead. Yeah, I want to entertain some fun. Let's go with ladies first. Michelle, and then Arthur.
When you was in a wheelchair and then how your mom had to do everything for you and you were the most popular best dancer, did you feel like giving up? Was you ashamed?
Well, that first year I cried tears and lakes and oceans of tears. A lot of people, we need to experience all the emotions that are in us. When we're angry, be angry. When you're sad, be sad. That's how you get that stuff out. That's how our bodies were made. So I cried and I poured out and I listened to my family and something in me, I was terrified. I was like, oh my God. I did rap music. I was a model, actor, dancer, rapper. When I got shot at 23 years of age, I had 3 jobs. I was not no slacker. I worked 7 days a week. Plus I was modeling, acting, dancing, and rapping. I had a demo tape. I performed dancing with a lot of entertainers that you may not know of. But Salt and Pepper, I've been on the same stage as though I was on my way at the end of the road. I wanted to get my Denzel on. And it's never over, but I'm just saying it was a hard trauma for me to take. But something in me was strong enough to handle it. And something in me just kept digging down deeper to find strength to survive this tragedy. And then I turned it into a positive where I began to encourage younger people, which gave me more strength.
Arthur?
So when you got shot, how did that mess you up mentally?
Well, I didn't let it mess me up mentally. I was shell shocked for a minute, but I whatever the reason, maybe I was already strong mentally. For me not to sell or smoke or live, I grew up, man, when
Yeah.
crack first hit, I was in high school.
And when you say that, it really hit me because I know somebody just like you that do everything you said you don't do. I know this guy, he told me the same story. He in a wheelchair, smoked weed, drunk, probably smoked crack, whatever, you feel me? But he in a wheelchair for the rest of his life too. And he told me that it was like, he tried to like make it seem like he a good man now, like he changed his ways, but he's still doing the same thing. I'm like, you still doing the same thing, you in a wheelchair, and I'm hearing this from you. I'm like, wow, you feel me? You didn't do nothing your whole time being in a wheelchair. Like that's a lot of strength. I don't know how I could have did it. I don't think I could have did it.
You could.
And I'm saying that when you up against a challenge, you can find the strength. So something's going to happen in your family, God forbid. Something's going to happen to all of us, and you got to find the strength. I'm telling you, there's a storm coming. So don't take your boots off. If you're a real soldier, you tighten your boots up when it comes, because it's coming. Some of you may be in it right now. Don't, oh my God, I can't handle it. No, you tighten your boots up. You get stronger. You buckle down and handle it. It's not saying that you can't cry in the midst of it, or you can't feel bad, or it's not going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But know that you can make it if you don't give up. Just don't give up.
Zuberi, talk real quick. What happened the week before you got shot?
The week before I got shot, I seen a brother in a wheelchair,
Oh my God.
and I was given a tour at the YMCA. That was one of my 3 jobs. And I seen a brother in a wheelchair, and he was, you know, after I gave him a tour, you know, he seemed like he was a little bitter. And then I gave him a tour, and then he left, and I had to go to lunch. So when I was running out, I used to run to this place and get my little salad. And so I was running out, and I seen him getting in his car. I was like, wow, I never seen a cat get in his car from a wheelchair, which I've done 1,000,000 times in the last 16.5 years. And I seen a cat get in, and I'm like, wow, he drives? And it was a similar car that I had at that time. And I was like, wow, you know, and so, you know, I'm looking at him, I'm running, and I'm kind of looking back. And when I'm running, which is fascinating, I thought about later, I'm running, and they had a barrier over, you know, when they making a curve, a new wheelchair paving cement, and they had a barrier over, and I'm looking at him, and I almost ran into that barrier when I turned around, and it was a new paved wheelchair, which is an image later that this was about to be me. A week later, I got shot.
Yeah,
And that came back to my remembrance. It was like something prophetic or something. And it goes to show you that you never know where your life is going to turn. I would have never thought I would have ever got shot. Matter of fact, I worked hard not to be in that lifestyle. It was hard. I wanted to, you know, in the time to drop. You know, I love clothes, I love the girls, I love to dance. I wanted to up my situation with a fly car. You know, I'm walking every day from Castlemont. So, but I struggled not to do that because I knew that it was a gamble that you could not win. Selling drugs and handling crazy business, you're not going to win. It's no success story. It's none. I got friends that are dead, friends that are doing triple life that I grew up with. I got a box full of obituaries. Everything is real. Yes.
I know a lot of people, like when they have wheelchairs or they have disabilities, like they go through the depression stage. Did that ever happen to you?
I'm sure I've had several times where I wanted to give up. But I thought about something. Sometimes you got to think about something that is very positive. That pain, you have to turn that pain into positivity. So I thought about my children. And I thought about my legacy. Leave a legacy. I thought about how would I be remembered if I gave up on life. I just started selling drugs or using drugs, or I ended up in a nursing home. And even people in the nursing home, they're strong. But I had more strength than that. Or if I took my life of some sort, I just gave up. How would I be remembered? Your family remember you. Your mothers, your fathers, your grandparents, Your decisions you make, your life is not just your own. At this point in your life, you're so selfish. It's understandable. Teenagers are very selfish. My daughter is very selfish. But life is not just about you. Your life is not just your own. Everything you do affects your family and your community. Everything you do. So the decision you make, you get in that car and you know that cat got a gun in his car. You get in that car and you know they drunk. You may not get shot. You may be drunk driving. There's a lot of teenagers die from being in a car or prom time, y'all acting wild. Nobody got a seatbelt on. Your life is not just your own. Everything you do affects your family. Stop being so selfish. Wake up. Call your grandparents. Go ask them, who were you? What did you do in your life? Go sit up under there. Get the wisdom. Get the knowledge by every means necessary. Ask your teachers, what is this about? Be inquisitive. Ask a million questions. Research and learn your own. Find out your history. Learn who you are. Study who you are. It's already been done for you, all the groundwork. Get down with the get down, man.
Okay. Thank you.